All right. We'll give this a moment. We'll give this a moment. Let me know when you guys can hear me. All right. So let's see. Can you guys hear me okay? No, I don't think they can yet. Oh, you guys hear? Okay. All right. I just want to make sure because Becca said there's always like a commercial in the beginning. And so she goes, you'll be talking and you'll be in the middle of it already, and people have no idea. So I wanted to make sure that, the commercial was done and you guys could hear me okay. All right. So before we jump into this video, we're going to be talking about, of course, how does everything going on affect you? So we're going to get into that very shortly. But if we have any interruptions with the stream or any issues, I will get right back on as soon as I possibly can, just so you guys know. Okay, so again, you may not get a notification of the second one. You just have to come back to the channel, excuse me, and then it will be right up after that point. All right, so just putting that out there ahead of time. And so anyway, I do want to remind everybody that this is a very family-friendly oriented channel. So I would ask you to please be kind to each other in the chat. No racism, no nastiness. What has been happening lately? Yeah, my boys are playing the Rams. Yes. But so what we got to do, guys, if you would do this for me too, before we get into this, once the game starts, if you guys would keep me updated on the score, I would really appreciate that because I am a diehard Cowboys fan. I am, all the political nonsense that is going on right now, as far as that part of it goes, I choose to ignore. I will always love football. I don't like all the other political, how it's been so politicized. I don't like that part of it. I really don't. I just think, you know what, your job as a football player, as a baseball player, hockey player, tennis player, whatever the case may be, your job is to entertain us. That's your job. I don't care what anybody, not one person in the NFL, baseball, hockey, the NBA, I don't care what their political views are. I could care less. That does not influence the way that I think at all, not one iota. So they, in my opinion, I'm giving you my opinion, I think they should just play the game, stop the political nonsense, and to that effect. I think it's ridiculous that everything has to be politicized now. It's beyond ridiculous. And think about this. I just want you to put yourself in this position. So you're on the team in baseball, you have 20, 26, 28 players at the major league level, whatever the number is, because they change it all the time. So your political views per se are different than a lot of other people on the team, but because everybody's going along with it, there's a lot of pressure for these guys to also go along with that. Okay, and so I think that's an issue too. Now me, if I was on that team, I'm standing firm. I'm not taking a knee. I'm going to stand for the anthem. I'm not playing that political. Stop. I'm not going to play that political game. Wouldn't do it. And if that hurt my teammates' feelings, that would be their problem. But you can see where that can cause a lot of problems, and it's just ridiculous. But so anyway, I wanted to really quickly talk about, which I think is kind of interesting. That whole situation is just nuts. But anyway, so if you guys, when the game does start at 8:20, if you would keep me updated on the scores, I would appreciate that, and thank you ahead of time. So, all right, so we're going to talk about, pet interference, exactly. Miss Soxy came over, so we're going to talk about how the things that are going on, how does it affect you? Now, some of you may say it doesn't affect me at all. I'm going to read something because today I want you to see this, okay? Because I think this is kind of important and it ties into a lot of the BS that is going on, in my opinion, okay? I was at Walmart today. I had to do some grocery shopping. I try to go as little as possible, but I had to go today. So I took a picture of this, and I want to read this to you. Attention customers, due to the limited supply and higher than usual demand, which, how do you prove either one of those things, right? Number one, our suppliers have increased the prices of eggs. We have worked very hard on behalf of our customer to maintain our current pricing as long as possible. While the current circumstances mean customers may see higher egg prices, we are committed to offering customers the best price possible. Now, that was in the egg section at Walmart. And I took the picture because I wanted to read that statement to you. Number one, there's absolutely no way that they can prove that there's a higher demand for eggs, okay? And that there's an issue with them getting eggs. So, I mean, there could be an issue with the eggs type of situation with everything going on. But again, it's just another excuse, in my opinion, giving you my opinion, to raise prices of eggs and to continue to, to do that to people. So that's another reason why I'm really, really happy that I have my own birds, that I have my own eggs, and I can have as many eggs as I would like. And we will do the egg count later. I will not do it now. So, but yeah, so it's just, that's just one example. Now, when I was in there today, and I was shopping and I was getting some things, and of course, it's so weird because me and my mindset always goes to prepping whenever I go shopping. What can I use? What's going to be good for me to have in a post event and blah, blah, blah. So when I shop, that's the mindset I shop with. Now, there's certain things like today, I wanted to get a gallon of milk. I needed to get more bread. And so those were like the things that were on the list that were definitely stuff that I wanted to get. Then I ended up picking up, 24 cans of tuna fish. Did I need 24 cans of tuna fish? No, but I wanted them, so I bought them. SpaghettiOs with meatballs. There's another one. I've always liked SpaghettiOs with meatballs. I like it. So they had it there, and so the price was not horrible, and so I bought 12 of those today. Now, again, is that something that I needed? Nope, didn't need it at all, but I wanted it, so I bought it. But again, those 24 cans of tuna fish and 12 more cans of SpaghettiOs with meatballs, there's good meals. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I like them. So, I mean, I would eat that in a post-event. So it just adds to my stockpile of, food in preparation for whatever happens down the road here. So that's just kind of how I roll with that. Aldi's price per dozen is 83 cents in Illinois. I think that the eggs here, were at the store that I was at, I believe it was $1.93. I think it was, and it's usually like a buck and a quarter, something like that. But I think it was $1.93 here. So they definitely jacked the prices up. But I've noticed, yep, Ed, such a kid, SpaghettiOs. Hey, I grew up on that. I'm gonna tell you what. You know what I grew up on, guys? This is what I grew up on, and I'll still eat it to this day. Macaroni and cheese. Love macaroni and cheese. But I'm talking, that big expensive, 50 cents a box macaroni and cheese. That's what I grew up with. You betcha. High quality stuff, right? Tons of hamburger helper. Hamburger done with everything from hamburger gravy, that you put over the top of mashed potatoes. A very filling meal. Those are like the staples. Raviolis, SpaghettiOs, all that type of stuff. Stuff that mom could get cheap. And enough of it so that we could have a meal. That's what it was like when I was a kid. So, I still like those staples, but, obviously I have other things that I like as well. But I just, to me, again, when it comes to prepping, and it's, how do I explain this so it doesn't sound terrible? When it comes to prepping, what I do, because I'm the one prepping, I go, okay, what do I like? And so that's when I go out and I get what I like. Now, if you come to my house after a post event, and your tastes are different, well, sorry for your troubles. You should have got ready for yourself. This is what I have. If you would like to have some of it, great. If you don't, then you don't. That's kind of how I roll with that. So, but anyway, I'm getting completely off track of what I wanted to talk about. But the prices of things are continuing to go up. Food is not going to get any cheaper. And moving forward as we get closer to the election, I think that things are going to get more stirred up as we go along. I just see that coming. I think we're in for some very interesting times moving forward with everything that is happening. So just something to think about. Eggs on sale here, $6.87 Canadian. Oh, they have 30 eggs in the thing. Okay. Yeah, we're talking about 12, just a dozen eggs. So, but that's still really expensive for eggs up there. Holy crap! But actually, if you think about it, it's almost $6 for 3 dozen. So, same type of situation. It's just it's a lot of money. So I'm really happy that I have my own birds, that I have my own eggs. I just how long will they last in the fridge? Well, actually, I refrigerate none of my eggs. Nope, don't refrigerate one of my eggs. What I do is, because the eggs come with a natural coating on it that protects the egg, you can leave those eggs on a counter for weeks, and they're going to be fine. As long as it's a cool, dry place, you're not going to have any kind of issues. And so I don't ever refrigerate my eggs. So when I get ready to use them, I'll wash the eggs then, because once you wash them, that coating, that protective coating, is now off. So that's how I do it. New York City organic eggs are $6.99. Wow, I should be selling my eggs to New York City. But like I said, I give all my eggs away. What I don't use personally, I give away. Dogs are being silly. So anyway, barking at something. But anyway, so yeah, it's just that's just kind of the way I do it. I just like to give back. So I help certain people in the neighborhood, like Greg and Chris, my next door neighbor Audrey, and then Richard next door to her. If they want eggs, they got as many as they want, and that's kind of how I just do it. And then now with Mom and Becky here, obviously they're using eggs as well. So that's one less thing that they got to worry about. So it's nice to have. But so let's get into. I'm getting a completely never got on topic to start with. So with everything that's going on, how is it affecting? Well, in a kind of way, talking about the prices of food, it definitely does affect you, because it's affecting your pocketbook. With everything going on, that is something that absolutely is going to affect you. The cost of food going up. And again, we got to remember what they've done over the last several years. And when I say several, I mean like maybe the last 20 years. They've made the package sizes smaller. That's really more of the last 10 years that they've done that. That the package sizes continue to get smaller, but the prices continue to stay higher. Ed, have you installed your sister's wood stove yet? Heather Parker just asked that. No, it's not yet. We're hopefully by the end of this week we'll have that in. We're not in really cold weather up here yet, so they should be pretty good, until we get that in. Greg has another job he's working on for like the first 3 days of this week, and then after that he goes, then I'm all yours, because I talked to him yesterday, and I said, perfect. And so he goes, and I can give you more than just 2 days then. So I think he wants to work off the barter as soon as possible, which is fine. If he's got other things he's got to do, that's great too. But, with him and I working together on the projects, it's going to go a lot faster and goes more, smooth. So that's the game plan at this point right now. But anyway, so with everything that is happening, everything does affect people. Because I want you to think about, we're gonna touch on different reasons how everything going on affects you. Psychologically, it affects a lot of people. They see the chaos, they see the tumultuous stuff happening in the cities. Rochester now is on its 10th straight day of looting and protest. I like that they just call it protest, but I like to call it looting when you're throwing things at the police and trying to fight people and destroying restaurants and those type of things. That's not protesting, that's looting. So we're in our 10th straight day of that in Rochester, and I'm very grateful that I don't live anymore, because I would not be one that would put up with that nonsense. I'd be the last person that they would want to come and try and do that stupid stuff with. I'd be the last person. I'd just put it like that. But they do it. They know where to do it, and they do it in areas where people are going to run in fear and act like little babies and not stand up for themselves. That's what they do. So, and they intimidate, because, of course, they do large crowds. And but again, there's always equalizers for large crowds. And, if you look back to what happened in Kenosha, they were all running to jump on and beat up that kid until he started shooting people. And then, boy, they ran like the wind, didn't they? Amazing how that works. So, again, that's just one person by themselves. Could you imagine an organized group of people actually stopping this nonsense? Really stopping this nonsense. But again, certain politicians want to continue to perpetuate it, continue to keep it going. But again, psychologically, people watch this and it's upsetting. Okay? So it's upsetting to watch. So it's affecting you physically because when you're upset, you're like on edge, you're all tensed up and you're angry, or whatever the case may be. And so it does definitely affect you psychologically when stuff like that happens. I saw that. Well, did BLM claim responsibility for that? I don't know if they claimed responsibility. Somebody just said BLM shot 2 police officers in California. I did see that the 2 police officers were shot. They're trying to locate the person that did it. But what the disgusting part of that situation, besides the fact that they shot the police officers, then those scumbags, and that's what they are. I'm sorry if that offends anybody. Well, actually, no, I'm not sorry if that offends you. If that offends you, that's your problem. But those scumbags blocked the entranceways to the hospitals so that they couldn't get the police in there right away to get them treatment. That's disgusting, because they're still human beings. Hey, Troy, thank you very much for the donation. I appreciate it. He says, keep up. Thank you very much. And thank you very much for that donation. I mean, you know what? Like I said, this whole situation, it's not us and them. They got to stop. People got to stop. They really do. But when you see people blocking the things or trying to not let them get those police officers into the hospital to get treatment to survive, excuse me. And again, they were ambushed. Now, like I said, somebody said it was BLM. I don't know if BLM is taking responsibility for that or not. I have no idea. I haven't seen all the details. You will be the police soon. Be ready, folks. Jesus Christmas King just said that. You know what? And I don't disagree with that statement. Pretty soon we're going to have to be our own police. And when people come acting stupid, then they're going to get what they get. And then we'll see how tough they are then. Because again, and I've said it before, and like I said, I don't, guys, I just want you to say this or explain this. I don't say these things that I say because I think I'm a tough guy or I think I'm Billy Bad A. I don't, okay? I'm just a dude. I live in the woods. I've lived in the city. I've lived in suburbia. I've done all that, okay? I got away from it all because I didn't want to be around the chaos and the nonsense and the negativity. I wanted to have peace and I wanted to have quiet. And again, what people need to understand is if you come out to certain areas acting stupid, you're going to get, like I said, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. You will win stupid prizes if you come out to certain areas acting stupid. It's a reality. It's just a reality. Ed, can I please pet your beard? Hold on a second. I got to see what I saw. Hold on a second. Can I please pet your beard? It's messing with my OCD. Oh, that's so funny. No, only one person is allowed to touch my beard now, and her name is Becca. So that's the only one that is allowed anymore. So rioting is insane, destroying stores, restaurants, and therefore jobs also. You're absolutely right, Julie. You're absolutely right. It solves nothing. Nothing. And I'm telling you what, I am really... I'm really surprised there have not been more retaliations by people that have had enough. Because I'm telling you what, people are getting sick of it. They really, truly are. Let's see. Nest Prepper. They tried to have BLM protest here. A couple of folks had... Oh, hold on a second. Had visible bang bangs in the tripods on the corners of buildings ready to stop any nonsense. Result was peaceful protest, words yes, but no shenanigans. Well, there you go. But again, if there are consequences for your actions, and that's the problem with a lot of these so-called protests that are actually riots, there's not consequences for their actions. Once you put consequences to actions, you will see this stuff go away in a minute. In a minute. And that includes putting these people in jail. If a couple of people need to be put down because they're acting like morons, then that's what needs to happen. I mean, it sounds terrible. Yeah, BLM is a racist hate group. How many times have you heard them just basically completely disparage white people and say how much they hate white people? I mean, you heard it over and over again. I'm not making this up. It's not like I'm some fictitious rightist trying to, push my opinion. I'm going by what they're saying themselves. They hate white people. And again, let me rephrase this. Not all of them, but enough of them are saying how much they hate white people. So I'm sorry, that's a little bit racist in my opinion. That's just me. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, oh my God, we would be vilified. Vilified, So, because you can't be proud to be white. It's a bad thing. Remember that. Don't be proud to be white. It's very bad. Ridiculous. Anyway, guys, what are we at? We're at 980 in the chat. We're at 300 on the thumbs up. If you would shoot a thumbs up, I would appreciate that for showing support for the channel. And thank you very much for doing that ahead of time. I do appreciate that. Again, it really does help with the algorithms as well. So thank you for that as well. I appreciate that as well. And I do like to see a lot of thumbs up as well. So, of course, that's why I would like to see it. If you are not subscribed to the channel, I would ask you to subscribe to the channel and make sure you hit that bell icon to get all notifications as well. So, yeah, bacon, lettuce, mayo, and ketchup sandwiches, lives matter. That is so funny. So, I'm done watching sports broadcasts for any teams during the stupid things they're doing. You know what? And I don't blame you. I really, truly don't. Again, because I see this stuff on the internet, so I'm not watching it live. I'm not seeing all the beginnings of the thing, so I don't have television, so I'm not seeing that part of it. But again, that's another example of some things that is upsetting your psyche. Okay, so with things that are going on affecting you, with all these fires out there in the Midwest, in all everything being devastated and homes being lost and all those type of things, it's some scary stuff. It is definitely some scary stuff that's happening for those people, especially when everything that you own has been destroyed and you had enough time to possibly get out. There's over 33 people dead. Dozens of people are missing. That's a horrible thing. And I'm going to tell you what, and granted, probably a lot of them have died from smoke inhalation, but being burnt, I mean, I get burned on my wood stove every single year. Every single year I burn myself on the wood stove, and several times, okay? And it's like, it hurts. And it's just a matter of just that touch, and you're off that wood stove because it hurts so bad. I couldn't imagine what it's like for some of these people being burnt like they've been burnt. A horrible, horrible thing. And like I said, my heart goes out to them and their families with everything that's going on, and people losing their loved ones and stuff like that. It's an awful, awful thing. So, but let's see. Ed, did you hear that some fires were started by people paid to do so? You know what? I did see some different things to that thing. And again, there's so much information going on about there. Would not shock me if that was the case. I can't say yes, that's true, or no, it's not true. It would not shock me. And you got firebugs out there too that just absolutely love fire. They can't get enough of fires, so they're starting fires like crazy. But it's unfortunately, if that's the case, if people are being paid to do it, that's a horrible, horrible thing. And China announced today that the U.S. is the biggest threat to world peace. Wow. Well, okay, and I've talked about this before as well. Our biggest concern needs to be China. Okay, that's the ones we need to worry about. We don't need to worry about Russia. We need to worry about China. China is the biggest threat to us because they want to be the dominant power in the world. We are. The United States is the dominant power in the world. And that's just the reality of it. When you are the biggest kid on the block, the second biggest kid on the block, especially at some point, is going to come and they're going to try to knock you off of that pedestal. It's just, it happens. Okay. And again, a lot of times with war is always good for countries. It's good for prosperity of a country. It really helps the economy. Unfortunately, a lot of young men and women die in those situations, unfortunately. But, let's see. Hey, Full of Hope. Super Chat not working for me. Ed, could you give a shout out to Grim Survival? His nickname is Grim, but he's a lovely, positive family man. Okay, well, I will do that, Full of Hope. So everybody, we're giving a shout out to Grim Survival. That's a channel, and Full of Hope has asked us to check them out and show some support. So if you would do that, I would appreciate it. So, yeah, actually, Super Chat did work for you, Full of Hope. So I got to tell you what's happening, too, a lot on here, guys, just so you guys know. And I know JJ and North Shore Preparedness and, Lady Kickboxer and all my other monitors are on top of stuff. But what's been happening lately is Before a live stream, a lot of the not so friendly people are coming in trying to disrupt the live stream and causing problems. And then, of course, as soon as the live stream's over, then they unsubscribe again and jump off. It's just little childish games, which is kind of sad. Simple-minded people like to do that type of stuff, which is unfortunate, but that's what we have to deal with. So just so you know, but I know that my moderators are, on top of that, and they're keeping things squared away. So, we got boots. Exactly. Yep. Oh, I know. The porn bots are like ridiculous. The porn bots, now when I put a video up, I literally am and I'm going to tell you what. People say, oh, well, he doesn't read the comments. He doesn't read he's too big. He's too big of a YouTuber. I'm going to tell you right now, I read every single comment. Now, I may not answer all those comments. I try to address things in the live stream if people have questions, but I do read every single comment because I go through, and the porn bots that are on there, I go to them, I block them, I remove their comment. I do that all the time, and still some, come through. Some go into spam, in the spam folders. But some of them are, coming through, and so I block them and delete them because it's like, that's not what my site is about. I don't want porn on my stuff. So, if you would like to go look at porn, you may do so on your own time, okay? And I hope you enjoy yourself and, have your relaxation therapy. That's what we call that. That's called relaxation therapy. So if you need to have some relaxation therapy, go ahead on your own time, but don't get that information off of my channel. So, oh my God. Yeah, lots of it on Netflix. Yeah, no kidding. So anyway, another thing I wanted to talk about, again, when you have, with the whole COVID thing, and people being isolated and not being around people, not being able to do the things that they enjoy, like going to the gym or going to church or going out to a restaurant to eat, that upsets people's routines, and it messes again with everything that you're used to. People don't like change. They like to do what they like to do. They always, I'm like anybody else. I have my routine. I have my things that I like to do, but when you have those kind of upsets that happen, it's not good. And it definitely affects you psychologically. It really does. With all the increased negativity also going on, you have had an increase of mental health problems. You've had an increase of suicides. People can't take it. Again, if we had a major event that affected, and again, I always like to use the power grid because that's realistically the most logical way to really truly upset things in the United States, okay? Because we're so reliant on power. So if they could upset the power grid, there would be people that would be perfectly healthy, perfectly fine, that would give up and they would die because they could not handle a life that they used to have that they don't have anymore. They couldn't handle it. The strong will survive and the weak will go by the wayside. That's the reality of it. So in that type of situation, a lot of people will go to the wayside. A lot of people that you didn't expect will go to the wayside as well. I can't wait for Bill Gates' vaccine. I'm really excited to be controlled by our own government. Oh my God. Flat Sixer just said that. That's funny. Yeah. No, it's, that whole situation with that, I think I talked about this before. They said that I think it was like 60% maybe said that they would not get it or would get it. But it wasn't there was a huge number of people that said there was no way they were getting the vaccine. No way they were getting the vaccine. Oh, I got to tell you guys this. So of course it's census time, right? And so everybody, they send you the census in the mail, or you can fill it out online, and they want you to do it. And they tell you all the reasons why it's so important to do the census. It really helps out your local, stuff and the schools and blah, 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 right? Now, first of all, they already have all that information. Any information about you, they already have. Those census questions, in my opinion, always very intrusive. Always. How many rooms do you have in your house? Who's this? What ages? What race? What sex? All that. It's none of their business as far as I'm concerned. And that's just me. So I have never filled out the census once in my life, not one time. So again, this year I did not fill out my census. So I had some lady showed up here last week, and I was outside, and she comes in the driveway, and she comes around the greenhouse because we were over by the battery room, and she goes, "Does somebody live here?" And I went, "Yeah, I do." And she says, "Oh, hi." She says, "I'm from the Census Bureau. I'm here to do the census." And I very politely said, "I don't do the census. So, I won't be answering any of your questions." And she just went, "Oh, okay." And she was writing something down in her thing. And I, proceeded to, and I just said to her, I said, "I think your questions are very intrusive." And I said, "I'm not going to do it." And she's like, "Okay, well, you have a nice day." I went, "You too." And she got back in her car and she left. So, whatever. But I just, I don't do it. Like I said, if they want the information, they already have it. So, next, Ed gets swatted for refusing census. I've already been swatted. So me and the police are already on talking terms. We're already on talking terms. So they know who I am. And hopefully we don't have any more repeats of that type of situation, because that was not fun, I can honestly say. So I want to talk really quick about my website, guys, and I want to talk about the Prepper Nurse One community on my website. If no, they won't return, and if they do, I'll just tell them to go away again. So there you go. So it's not a big deal. So if they came back, that's all I'll tell them, is just go away again. But anyway, so what was I going? Oh, so on my website, Rams are already up. Well, they probably had the ball first. They're both high scoring teams, so we'll see how that all goes. But thank you, JJ. So on my website, we have the Prepper Nurse One community. It's an opportunity for people to connect with like-minded people. It is totally free to join, but you do not have to put any credit card information, but you do have to register. So nobody from the street can just walk in and see it. Hey, Full of Hope, I'm so sad Grim Survival is still at 561. Come on, Prepper Nurse One family. Okay, so he's at 561. He needs to get up there to that 1,000. So let's show him some support, and thank you for the donation as well. I do appreciate that. But again, it's on the website there, the Prepper Nurse One. It's the community. It's a great opportunity to read the message boards. A lot of good information on the message boards. It's a great place to connect with like-minded people in your state or in your country. If you're looking to just talk to like-minded people, it's a great resource for that. If you're looking to try to connect with people in your state or in your country, it's a good resource for that as well. If you were looking to try to put a group together wherever you are and trying to find people local to you, it's there for that as well. Again, all those things are up to you. How you utilize it is completely up to you. What I did want to say, too, on my website, obviously we have the Legacy Freeze-Dried Foods. The sale is now over right now, but there are foods still available. The chicken just became available as well, so I wanted to let you know, because during the sale, the chicken and beef were not available. Beef is still not available, but the chicken is now available. So if you want to add to your freeze-dried food, you can still do that. If you are looking to make a large purchase, I will just put this out there. If you are looking to make a large purchase, contact me and I can work with you, okay? So shoot me an email and I can work with you, and we can go from there, okay? So we'll see what I can do, because I want to help you guys out, okay? And that's the biggest thing. So I want you to be able to help yourselves. That's the most important thing to me. Also, on the website, we have jdega.com. The link for them is going to be down below in the description. If you go to the website, it'll scroll past. You click on that, and that's the CBD and hemp store. If you are looking to, and it'll take you to their website. If you decide to make a purchase there on their website for a CBD or a hemp product, you can save yourself 15% by using the discount code PrepperNurse1, and that's the number 1, not ONE. So I just wanted to put that out there to give you guys that information as well. Okay, so all right, so let's get back to let's see the people. Oh, hold on a second. I want to read that comment. The people who knock on my door seem extremely nervous when I answer. I wonder why. Yeah, it's funny. You get out here in the country, and you're way out here in the country, And people just, they are uncomfortable. I'll just put it like that. It's actually pretty funny, really funny, to be honest with you. So what are we at? We're at 1.1 in the chat, guys, and we're at 509 on the thumbs up. If you have not shot a thumbs up yet, I would ask you to do that, please, to show support for the channel, and thank you ahead of time for that. Also, it really does help with the algorithm, so the more interaction that we have, the better it is for the channel. So thank you for that support as well. I do like to see a large number of thumbs up as well, so thank you that way as well. Again, if you are not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon to get all notifications as well. So I want to go back actually on topic a little bit, because I have this tendency, being a Gemini, and the mind is always all over the place, to go all over. Trump has a rally going on in Vegas tonight. Oh, very cool. Yep. Hey, good for him. Hope everybody's being careful. But, with everything that has been going on, this year has been just unbelievable. And, with COVID out there, and, and again, this is the biggest thing that blows me away. Okay. Don't gather in large groups. Don't do this. Don't do that. All that type of stuff. Right. But at the same time, thousands of protesters are out there in those streets every single night protesting. They've been protesting in Portland for months. It's 10 days straight now in Rochester. And magically, none of those people are getting sick from this deadly, deadly disease that, you can't even go to the dentist to get your teeth fixed, and you can't go to the mom and pop shops to get anything because of this horrible, horrible pandemic. But, it's okay to go to Walmart, and it's okay to go to Wegmans and Tops and Kroger and Surefine and Piggly Wiggly. It's okay to go to those places because they're bigger grocery chains, and so that's really important that you go and spend all your money there, but not on the small places that have been forced to close. And you can't go to the gym. You can't go get a haircut unless you're Nancy Pelosi, of course, inside. You have to go outside if you're in California, but if you're Nancy Pelosi, you can do whatever you want because you're part of the elitist class. Crazy. Crazy. So, but, and I love how they continue to call it peaceful protest when day after day you see nothing but chaos. The videos don't lie, and it's unbelievable. And then it's like they're trying to handcuff the police, and now the police are going around and they're, having to try to do everything with kid gloves, and they are dealing with some horrible things on a day-to-day basis, horrible things. And, here's the things I think a lot of people don't realize, or maybe they don't want to realize. On a day-to-day basis, the police deal with the worst of society. A good example would be, okay, so trailer parks are notorious, right? Everybody talks about trailer parks, but usually it's not the whole trailer park that's the problem. It's one or two people living in that trailer park that are, the troublemakers, and the cops know who they are. They're there all the time. It's just, but again, it's like that revolving door thing. It continues. It's unbelievable. But again, so then what do people that, if you live in a trailer park, what do you call it? Oh, they're trailer park trash. Not necessarily. Not everybody in there. It's those labels. That's the issue. You get labeled because of an area, because certain people act. It's just like with me living out in the hills, okay? I live out in the woods, and I know that. So now I'm a hillbilly. I'm a redneck. I hate everybody. It's just so stupid. It's just so stupid. It's unbelievable. Hey, Husker. Dems will require a census. Yeah, right. Well, good for them. They can require whatever they want. Miss Molly. Yeah, she is a little bitty thing. I mean, all the rest of my cats are good size, and some of my cats are pretty fat. But little Miss Molly, she's a little petite thing. She's awesome. She's my girl. I gotta say, she is my girl. So, Mountain Man has a nice ring to it. I like that. I like Mountain Man. It's funny. It's amazing how your life changes and your perspective of things and the way you look at things changes when you change your environment, you become more physically active. There's a lot more things that you have to do, especially if you're off grid, out here in the country. It's hugely amazing, the difference and how you feel. And again, I'm going to tell you what, I've lived in the city, for years when I was younger, and that smell, it was awful a lot of times, depending on what part of the city you were in. The only time the city ever smelled good was right after rain, because then the ozone was all over the place and it just smelled really good then. It was like washing all the garbage away. But I don't miss, I don't miss the cities. Never will live there again. I can tell you that right now. So, deplorables are the true peaceful protesters. Exactly. Bikers, when you get the bikers and they do the different rallies, and when you have, like even when you had in Virginia, and the protesters went down, everybody was armed. There was nobody beating up nobody. I mean, they even picked up their own trash when they left. I mean, you don't get much more peaceful than that. But they want to vilify people. They want to have somebody be the boogeyman. Took my son out to the country recently where everyone waves. He was shocked. Oh, yeah, Jen Boyles, absolutely. I remember when I first started coming out here, when I first bought my property out here, and there's a long stretch of road that I have to go on. I mean, it's miles of straight road that I have to go on, the one road. And you're coming up the hill the whole way. And there was always this guy walking his dog. And it didn't matter what side of the street he was on. When he heard a car coming by, always waving. Hey, nicest freaking guy you ever saw. But it's a different mindset. It really, really, truly is. And I do the same thing. Ed, wave your right hand in the air for the egg count is 10. Oh, JJ. All right, so what we'll do the egg count real quick, guys. All right. So let's do the egg count really quickly. And again, while we're doing the egg count, we'll try to get up over 600 on the thumbs up. So if you haven't shot a thumbs up yet, throw a thumbs up show support for the channel. And thank you ahead of time for that. Also, again, it really does help with the algorithms. So again, I appreciate that if you would do that. And also, again, I like to see a lot of thumbs up. So that's always a good thing too. So let's see where everybody is at today. All right, so what I got to do, 3 fake eggs. What a great guess. It's always 3 fake eggs in there. All right. As JJ was saying, and he did not know ahead of time, he was just playing a game there. 10 eggs today. We ended up with 10 eggs today with the chickens. I was real happy. I said, all right, girls, double digits. But yeah, we had 10 eggs today at the homestead. So they're nice and steady. They lay just like clockwork. So since they were so good today, I gave them good greens today. I gave them some mealworms. I got to tell you what. So this is what I do a lot of times, and you guys will get a kick out of this. I'll have to show it on video because it's very amusing to see. So what I do is I'll open up the chicken house and I'll go inside, and there'll be a couple girls in the boxes. Well, I want to check eggs, right? So what I'll do is I grab the bag of mealworms and I just shake it. I go with the bag of mealworms, and I head outside. Man, they come flying. They're flying out of the nest boxes. Everybody's outside. They're all waiting. I throw a couple handfuls in there, and then I go in and I can collect eggs, and nobody's in the nest. So it is freaking hilarious. It's hilarious. They're like I said, they're very, very entertaining. I enjoy them a lot. And I went in tonight when I closed everything up. They were already roosted, and I closed their door, but I had to go back in and close the windows inside because I lock everything up. So somebody asked about that too, and I want to explain that too. But so I had to make sure the windows were down and the windows were locked. So I took all my baby ones. They're on the second roost. All the adult birds are up on the top roost. The younger ones are all in the bottom roost. So one at a time, I picked them up and I was petting them, put them back on the roost, get the next one. I like I said, they're a lot of fun. I enjoy them a lot. But so somebody had asked me in a comment, how come I have a lock and then a deadbolt on the main door, and everything else is locked up. I don't worry about theft out here. Okay, I'm not worried about somebody coming in trying to steal my chickens, trying to get into the chicken coop that way to try to steal anything as far as that goes. I do it to protect the birds. And that door, when we put that door on, it's a metal door. It was a door that was behind my shop that was here when I bought the property. So we utilized that door. It had the 2 holes, so that's why it has a deadbolt as well as a regular lock. So that is the only reason there. Otherwise, I would just have a regular lock on that. But it's I'm protecting my chickens, so everything gets locked up. Nighttime is when they're the most vulnerable. So if everything's tied up, nice and tight, locked up, the predators can't get in there. So that's, and I have not lost I've lost 2 chickens to my dogs, but I have not lost 1 chicken to another predator. So, but again, since we put the higher fencing on, that has made a difference. No more chickens are flying out. I'm not putting, because the first year that I had the chickens, I put netting on. Okay. Hey, Mr. Rose, I guess 10. Are you sure I didn't break? Are you sure you didn't break one? No, you guessed 9. I saw what you put, Mr. Rose. Nice try, though. No, I did not break any. Everything was fine. That's funny. Good try, though. I appreciate that. A for effort. But anyway, it's like I said, the birds are doing really, really well, and they're protected, and that's what I want. And so, so that's where they're at. Follower of Jay. Hey, Becca, can you tell Ed to respond to at least one of my comments tonight? What do you got, follower Jay? Throw one out there. I think I did already, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I did. Again, guys, if you have a question, throw it all in cap locks. You lock up your chicken coop better than Fort Knox, LOL. Like I said, I am trying to keep them safe. That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah. Let's see. I got 3 cats on the bed right now. All right, you got it. Okay, I got Miss Soxy here. She is Miss Lovebug, so we will grab her because she loves survival, loves attention. So hold on, baby girl. Let go first. You gotta come over here to say hello. There's Miss Soxy. So now we'll just do this. We'll just hold her, and she's going to be fine. She loves it. All right. Let's see. Hold on a second. Wait, will Becca get mad at you? That goat is still first thing she's going to grab. I missed what that was all about, so I have no idea what you're talking about. That's so funny. Oh, the netting. Yes, let's get back to the netting. I apologize. So the netting, the first year I put netting over the top of the coop. When the winter came, it weighted everything down and it collapsed all the netting. So that's the main reason I never put the netting back on again. So because it's just, every year you're going to be putting netting up and then it gets weighed down. Now, as far as chicken hawks and stuff like that coming in, it's pretty shaded in that area. Hey, Starfire 3. Oh, for the cats, thank you very much. I appreciate that. RC Kev, buy Miss Soxy a treat with this. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that, and she will too. Yeah, she's starving. She's wasting away. She is so abused. She absolutely hates it. So, don't you dare. Yes. Here, we'll even do this. Watch. Or just put her just like that so she can kind of hang out. Hard for flying predators to see them under the trees. Yeah, so it's like I never really had an issue as far as chicken hawks and stuff. And guys, I'll tell you what, I would keep her just like this, and she will stay the whole time. But she's very fat and she's heavy. You are. I hope I didn't hurt your feelings. No. She said, just pet me and I'm fine. But hey, Mr. Rose, one of your hens is against me winning. That's it. Yeah, there you go. That's what it must be. Yep, they were like, let's lay that extra egg so Mr. Rose doesn't win. All right, sweetie. Here we go. Oh, but yes, I did see that, Richard Barnes. He said, did you see the towers coming down when you fold to 5, 10, 20, 50, and 100? I did see that. I absolutely did see that. And that was kind of bizarre. North Shore Preparedness, buy mom a beer with this. Well, thank you very much, and she will appreciate it. Actually, one of the things I picked up today, I picked up another 30-pack because I was running low. So got to have to make sure we have, it's an important prep to have. You got to make sure you have enough beer in a post-event so mom does not go without beer. We want to keep mom happy. My goatee? What about my goatee? Yeah, it's getting long. Now that I got the beard starting to come in too, so wait till the end of the summer, or winter, you know. It's fixing to be 14-0 here in a minute. Oh, boy, that's not good. Oh, she's going to grab. Okay, when she gets mad at me, she's going to... Well, I'm going to tell you what. The other night, and I think she did it in her sleep, she grabbed it and pulled me towards her. So I think that's it. She did that the other night. Not to give you too much TMI, but yeah, she has already pulled on the goatee. And I think she did it subconsciously. So, but it's a good way to get your attention. Why would she ever get mad at Sweet Ed? No, there's no reason for her to. Well, I got to tell you guys something funny. And the comment came up, and Becca was like, no, don't comment on it. Don't comment on it. So when she left Saturday morning because she had to go to work, I went in immediately and commented on the comment, okay? And so when she got to work, she saw it, did a screenshot, sent it to me, and went, you just had to, didn't you? And I went, yes, I did. So I got to tell you the comment, and I'm going to tell you my reply, because I thought it was funny. I took it as funny, okay? So it's like I'm very sarcastic. I love to joke. I love to have fun. So can you make an entrance channel just styling your beard? Oh, my God, that's funny. So anyway, so the person said, hold on a second. Just Cooking Adventure. Hey, Ed, I'm staying up to watch you tonight. Thanks for the bump in my subscribers. Keep up the good work. I cook a lot of prepper food on the smoker. Oh, very cool. So that's Just Cooking Adventure, guys. Again, it's another channel to go show your support to. If you would do that, that would be great. And thank you very much. So the comment was, and thank you so much for the donation too, Jeff. I do appreciate that. The comment was the guys, because I said that, you don't need to get married. It's just a piece of paper. Okay. And so the comment was, hold on a second. Don't panic, Ed. Prepping idea for your mom. If you buy mom a 30-pack of beer per month, that'll be 1 beer per day. Oh, there you go. There you go. Yeah, actually, in all honesty, mom will have 1 or 2, and that's it. And thank you very much for the donation as well. I do appreciate that. Oh, did Rams settle for a field goal? Okay, good. So it's 10-0. So the comment said, the person said, it's not just a piece of paper. It's called fornication, okay? And so I'm like, oh, I got a comment. And she was like, no. And I'm like, so like I said, I waited till she left, and then I commented. And what I said, I wasn't going to say what I originally was going to say, but what I did end up saying was, well, then I guess I'll be fornicating a lot then. Just for me, it's funny. I find that funny. People can think whatever they want to think. Do you know how many people have relations outside of marriage? I mean, realistically, how many people have long-term relationships that they're committed to each other, fully in love with each other, but never got married, had children together? The whole Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell are one example. They've been together more than 30 years, never got married. So again, in my opinion, it's a piece of paper. If I am committed to somebody and that person knows that I am committed to them and that I don't want to be with anybody else, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not a cheater. It's not who I am, never have been, never will be. If I'm with somebody, that's who I'm with, and that's it. And that's how I roll. I'm not one of those people that, I got to get that notch in the totem pole. I could care less, so that's just me. So Yeah, it's called common law marriage. Exactly, Vicky Savage. Exactly. So, you know, yep. Kurt the Thing, 1982. Great, great movie. Love that movie. Very, very creepy. Pretty good special effects for the time. Yeah, I remember that one. Be happy the way that you want to be. Lloyd Kirk just said that. Oh, exactly. I'm never going to. Ed, have you talked to Marfuga lately? Shannon, I have not recently. I know he's been extremely busy, with everything going on out there, and I've been, busy here as well. So, no, I need to probably sit down and give him a call. It's been a while since I talked to him, so we probably should connect again. But yeah, like I said, again, another channel, guys, Marful News. Definitely go over there, show him some support. If you're not subscribed already, he's on the West Coast up in Seattle. Good guy, family man. He's got 2 kids. He's just trying to, to do well. That's all. Let's see. Catfish Jackson, Little Prepper Lady, question mark. She's focusing on school. She was doing a 2-year course for a veterinary technician, and that's what she's focusing on. And, can you come live with me, Alberto? I don't know you, so I'm going to have to take a pass on that. I just don't, and I can't just let anybody in, but I would like to, have the right people in here. Yes. But, again, it's, let's see what, Christmas Chronicles is an excellent Kurt Russell flick. What was the other one there that he was in about, something about New York? Oh, it was like in Los Angeles. He was like this criminal, and he had to go in and rescue the president or something, or I don't remember, the president's daughter or something. I don't remember what it was. But Escape from New York. Yes, thank you, JJ. Yep, that was the one. Yeah, he's had some good movies. I like I said, I like Kurt Russell. Love Goldie Hawn. She's hysterical, and they're just good people. Again, they've been together forever. You don't hear bad things about them. You don't see the scandals or all the other nonsense. They had kids together. They raised their families. Good for them. That's what I say. So, Ed, sorry I missed the live stream with Becca. I had to work overtime, watch the video. She's cool. I think she is too. I like her very much. Very, very much. And like I said, don't be surprised if down the road that you see Becca moving into the homestead, because I could see that happening. Things are going in a very good direction. Again, we're not rushing things, but I like having her with me. I like spending time with her. So, those are discussions for later on. We will have those, but we'll see how it all goes. But she's absolutely awesome. If SHTF, how many subs would you let over with you? Again, it depends on what you're bringing to the table, Alberto, to be honest with you. If you're, what skills are you bringing? Are you coming prepared or not prepared? I can't help everybody. And I'm going to have a lot of acquaintances that I know, a lot of friends that I know that are going to be looking for help, that have done nothing. So, I was wondering if she would move in. We've discussed it a little bit, Bonnie. Again, I think when the time is right, she will move in. Do Mom and Becca, or Mom and your sister like Becca? Yes. Yep. They both liked her. Mom was like, she's really cute. So they didn't really, just met her for kind of a minute. But yeah, they liked her, and so, like I said, it's nice to have somebody that gives a crap about me for me. So that's a really nice feeling. And like I said, she is an awesome mom. I'm going to put that out there. I've seen her interact with her children and how she deals with them. And what the best part is, guys, and this is funny, you don't have to be heavy-handed to be in control of your children. Knowing that you will follow through. This is the biggest thing when it comes to children, and I always will say this. The biggest thing with children, follow through on your threats. If you threaten to take away cell phone, computer time, whatever the TV time, whatever the case may be, always, always, always follow through on what you say. Because the minute you don't follow through, your word means nothing. And, oh yeah, the Hateful Eight with Kurt Russell. Yep, I remember that one too. Yep. Mr. Rose says the next time you get swatted, it will be by your girlfriend. Yeah, exactly. I hope she doesn't hit me though. I'm a nice person. There's no reason for that. Just announced that Warren Buffett is buying TikTok. Uh, Rubbed out Microsoft. Wow, Jay, or follower of Jay, just said that. That's interesting. So, Adam, so happy for you both. You deserve happiness. How is Heather and Eddie doing? They're both doing very well. And I talk to them both all the time. I don't talk to Eddie as much because those conversations are literally about a minute. So I talk to Eddie about once a week. I talk to Heather every day, and she's doing good. She has a boyfriend. She's very happy with him. School is going very well for her. A lot of her classes are online. She's actually also working a job now. She got a job at the school, and so here's a funny story. So one of her girlfriends at school says, "Hey, let's go apply for this job." And Heather's like, "Oh, I don't know." She's like, "Come on, come and apply with a job with me." So Heather goes, "Okay." So they go and apply for the job. Heather gets hired and she didn't. Heather got the call back and she didn't. But so Heather's working a couple days a week, like 2 4-hour shifts. But she's working and she's doing her thing and making a little bit of her own money, and that's a good thing. Uh, I would bring 2 years worth of food. Let me over. I'll bring much rice and frosted flakes. There you go. I like both. I like rice and frosted flakes. Hey, don't panic. Just a reminder, September is National Preparedness Month. Stock up. You know what? Let's talk about that really quickly. I really believe, again, the rest of this year is completely up in the air. Who knows what's going to happen? I think it's going to be very tumultuous, in my opinion. And I think that we need to, I think we need to really be prepared. We really need to be ready. So don't let your guard down. Continue to prep, continue to stock up, continue to get ready. Be prepared to help out people that you care about. I mean, and it's like I said, for me, I don't just prep for me and my immediate family. I prep for other people as well. Oh, excuse me. And I think that's important. Well, Alberto, if you're not kidding, shoot me an email. Give me your number, and I will call you and we can talk more. How's that sound? That's the best I can do for right now, and we can go from there. Okay? So, let's see. I'm missing something here. I prepared my parents' pantry for fall yesterday. North Shore Preparedness just said that. Good for you. That's awesome. And again, so sometimes, and here's the best thing. So we got, it's September right now. Christmas is coming up down the road. You have people that really don't prep, that don't do a whole lot. Nothing wrong with getting them a 60-meal bucket for a Christmas present. They may take it and throw it in the closet and forget about it, okay? But again, in that emergency situation, guess what? They're going to think, hey, wait a minute. My cousin got me this bucket for Christmas. It's there. I can use it at any time. I mean, those are nice gifts to get for people. It really is. So it's something to definitely think about. Definitely, if you want to take advantage of that, you can. I mean, I will definitely have another sale, probably before the elections. I will tell you that. I won't say exactly when it's going to happen, but I will probably do another sale down the road here before the elections, just to, if anybody has that last minute stuff they want to get ready. I think it's a smart thing. Oh, the Cowboys scored? Awesome. Did they get a touchdown? So it's a 10-7. With what's going on in China, Ed, having more food than them doesn't surprise me. Oh yeah, they got so many issues over there. And again, a lot of times when when there's issues, war is the way that a lot of these countries try to get out of a depression. And if things are bad, and realistically, if you think about it, they have over 1 billion people in China. They can absorb the losses. We have 350 million. So Chinese Navy has tripled in size. I know that they continue to add and add and add. I just married my husband so I can legally spend his money. Oh my God, that is so funny. That is so funny. Yeah, it is. I have talked to them about shipping overseas. I wish they would. It is very, very expensive to ship overseas. So, That's one of the reasons why they don't do it. So they don't ship to Canada. They don't ship anything out of the continental. Well, they ship to Hawaii and Alaska, but again, even Hawaii and Alaska, it's very expensive to ship to those places. So, but again, it's like continental United States. But here's the other thing: what you can do if you're in Canada, and if you know somebody on the American side on the border, you can have it shipped to them. Go get it and bring it over. I know people that have done that. I've had a couple of people done that. So, yeah, I saw that Buffalo one today. Yep. They got a good quarterback in that Josh there. I can't think of his last name. Josh Allen? Yeah, Josh Allen. He's a good quarterback. Real good kid. So, can they cross the border now? Well, I know that, I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know if they've changed that or not. I mean, I'm going to tell you what, like New York, our infection rate up here is minimal at this point in time. We were the hot spot for the long time because of downstate, not upstate. My county, not bad at all, but downstate, it was bad downstate, But Canada border is still closed. Okay, all right. Yep, I did not know that. Thank you, my dear, for telling me that. And that was Becca saying that, too, so that's why I'm calling her my dear. I'm a retired Navy vet, divorced, 4 kids, been prepping since '04, have 16 years of progress. I can contribute. Suffolk, Virginia. I have 9 guns and a German Shepherd, not a troll. Okay, well, dude, like I said, again, shoot me an email, give me your number. I will call you and we will talk. And then we can go from there, okay? It's not like I just immediately say, yeah, come on up. We got to talk. We'll probably get together and visit. We'll have a sit down, have a discussion. We can go from there, okay? Just that's kind of how I roll, all right? Just so you know. Thumbs down to the NFL. Can't believe we're even discussing the NFL. I'm sorry. I love my Dallas Cowboys. I am a football fan. I love football and baseball are my 2 favorite sports. Always have, always will. I've been a diehard Dallas Cowboy fan since I was a little boy. Been a diehard Yankee fan since I was a little boy. So, do I like some of the stuff they're doing? Absolutely not. And I've said that. I talked about that earlier in the stream. Cannot stand some of the stuff that they're doing. But they're doing it. So we have to deal with it. And, it's unfortunate, but I'm still going to follow my team. So Dak supports the BLM. Well, that's his choice. Again, what any football player, what any baseball player does politically or says politically, or you look at, oh God, I'm going blank on his name right now. He's playing for the Lakers now. Somebody help me out here because I'm absolutely going blank on his name. And people think that his opinion cares or matters. LeBron James, yes, thank you. God, I just absolutely went blank. He thinks he's very important. He's an athlete. His job, again, is to entertain us, period. That's their job. It's just like actors. Actors, their job is to entertain us. I don't care what their political views are. I don't care what they like or don't like. It's none of my, it affects me not at all. Not at all. Okay? Now, I know some people idol worship celebrities, and they think that whatever they say goes and stuff like that. Again, I always encourage you guys to think for yourself. Use your own brains. Do whatever I say. I don't expect you to go verbatim with what I say, and what I say 100% is right. I wouldn't want you to be like that. I want you to have your own thoughts. I want you to do your own research, see what's going on, pay attention, and be ready. That's the most important thing. I care that they hate cops. You know what? And I agree with that. But again, so, they just, but again, here's another thing. And I'm trying to remember what mayor that just did this. Some mayor, and I think it might have been Michigan, and correct me if I'm wrong, okay? So this mayor, Adam Calhoun, I don't know him. No, I don't know him. No idea. So this mayor I think it was Michigan, put an electric fence around the Capitol building up there because of the protests and stuff like that, okay? But this was a mayor who was, or maybe it was the governor, I don't know who it was. I support your football fandom. Also, I'm still the only girl who ever has been on a football team in my high school in 1994. Oh, very cool, Rose Jacobs. That's awesome. Thank you for that information, and thank you very much for the donation as well. Germany put a ban on crop harvesting, dog walking, hunting, and outdoor leisure activities due to pig virus. Hold on a second. I want to make sure I read the rest of that. Adds to food shortages. Yeah, it's just, things are going to get bad. I think things are going to get really, really bad. Oh, it was the governor. Okay. So, Whitmore. Okay, very good. At least I got the right state. So, she put this electric fence around there, but she was one of the strong proponents that I don't want a wall at the southern border. She was against a wall, but she wants to put a electrified fence around the state capitol building so that she can be protected. I mean, come on. It's ridiculous. Everybody knows the shoe's going to drop on the economy any day now. Do you think it will happen? I absolutely do. Follower of Jay, I absolutely do. And I think we're in for some really tough times. And like I said, I think the more prepared we are, the more ready we are for those type of things. Like I said, get your preps in order, all your food preps. Make sure you have seeds. Seeds are going to be so important. Hopefully you guys worked on your gardening skills this year. I hope you did. Be as ready as you possibly can be. When things go bad, it's going to go bad fast, in my opinion. Again, generally, you're going to have about a 24-hour window to get to where you want to get for safety. That's the reality of it, okay? So just be ready. Again, it's just bad times are coming, in my opinion. I think it's going to be horrible, and so we just need to be ready for that. So heirloom seeds, yes. And I probably said that wrong. Heirloom, whatever, you know what I mean. So my husband told me he would never remarry. We've been married for 32 years. Well, okay, so all right, let me just say it like this. I don't have any intention of getting married again, but I would never not rule out getting married again. Okay, how's that? Is that a fair statement for everybody? It would really be somebody that, I don't know. I just, like I said, it would be a while before I would agree to doing that. That's not going to happen overnight. So, that's just kind of where I'm at with that. But again, I guess I can never say never. But I'm strongly against it at this point. I hope that's a fair enough statement. So, guys, I'm going to ask for a thumbs up here real quick one more time. We're at 755 on the thumbs up. We got 1,000 people in the chat. And do you think the power grid will go out everywhere? Wouldn't shock me. Would not shock me at all. Really wouldn't. Again, guys, shoot that thumbs up. Show support for the channel, and I appreciate that. And it really does help with the algorithms. So thank you for doing that as well for that reason. Again, also, I really, like to see a lot of thumbs up. So that's another reason why. We are Legion, my friends. We are many. We are all over the world. We're all over this country. We are a huge network of people that if we truly work together, there would be no stopping us. Where is everybody from tonight? We have Tampa, Florida, Buffalo, New York. Let's see, what do we got? Georgia, Las Vegas, Christmas Valley, Oregon. Very nice. Waterloo, New York, Texas, Indiana, Montreal, Canada, Indiana, Central Ohio, Central Arkansas, Oshawa, Ontario, Canada, Missouri, Northern Idaho. Let's see, we have Australia. Hey, Kim, hold on a second. I got to go back to that real quick. Never say never, and I never say always. Oh, there you go. That's I never say never, never say always. That's good, and I get that. Thank you very much for the donation as well. Veneta, Oregon, New Mexico. We have Germantown, Maryland, Suffolk in the UK, Colorado, Tulsa, Louisiana. Philip Hemmings, it was 10 eggs today. Southwest Ontario, Canada. Northeast Kentucky, Central Texas, San Francisco, California, Los Angeles, California, San Diego, California. Wow. Spring Hill, Florida, Nevada State Capital, North Carolina, Wisconsin, Hudson, Florida. Let's see, Dixie Escapes, New York City. Very nice. Ulster Park, New York. Let's see, the United Kingdom. Very nice. Colorado. Louisville, Kentucky. Very good. Let's see. Quebec, Canada. Marquette, Michigan. Let's see. Connecticut, Boston, Washington, Southeast Missouri. We have Southwest Florida. Let's see. Northeast Pennsylvania, Fayetteville, Arkansas. We have Minneapolis, Minnesota. Ontario, Canada. Colorado. Ireland, very nice. Ireland in bed. Yeah, well, it's probably late there for you. Union City, Pennsylvania. Donner, Pennsylvania. Texas strong, very nice. Iowa, very nice. We have Canada, Tennessee. Smokey the Bear, California. I like that. That's funny. Brookings, Oregon. Good luck out there. Be safe. Joplin, Missouri. Troy, Vermont. Boykin, Indiana. We have, let's see, Nowhere, Alabama. Wells, Minnesota. Northern Alabama. We got Washington. Guys, we're all over the country. We're all over the United States. We're a huge family. We're a huge network. And if we truly do work together, absolutely no stopping us. Nobody could stop us. Because, with being ready, we're ready for a lot of contingencies. And if we work together and support each other, I think that's the most important thing. It really, truly is. I know it's scary to take that chance to trust people, but when the time comes, I think it's really important that we do work together. I really do. And I've made some great connections up here with people, with other prepper groups. Like when you see, Patty and John is a great example. Their whole family, Patty and John are the main preppers, obviously, but their whole family's getting ready. And they all live pretty in close proximity to each other. And I think that's a good thing. The more you can have your family there with you, I think it's just a wonderful thing. Like with having my mom and sister here now full time, it makes me feel better because I know that I can keep them safe. And I think that's really hugely important. So that's what I try to do. That's absolutely what I try to do. Delilah says night all. Okay, well, there you go. Good night to her. That Alberto fellow was a troll. Okay. Well, unfortunately, that does happen. So you do what you have to do, JJ. Stay safe, everyone. Prep. Yeah, exactly. That's what we need to be doing. We need to be focusing on that. Prep as much as you can. Be as ready as you possibly can. You know what? The main things, in my opinion, that you should be focusing on, it comes down to realistically a few things. A place to stay that can keep you warm and keep you safe. Have some kind of power source if you can get it. If you can't, have candles. Plenty of other alternative ways to have lights, okay? Definitely have a wood stove, especially, if you are north of the Mason-Dixon line. It gets cold up here, okay? So, again, be as ready as you possibly can be that way. Make sure you have plenty of food. Make sure you have plenty of water. Ways to purify water. To be diversified in your food. That is important as well, okay? Your rice, your beans, your canned goods, your freeze-dried goods. Make sure you have plenty of spices, your honey, all those type of things, really important to have. Also, medical supplies. Make sure you have plenty of medical supplies. Make sure you have plenty of clothing, warm clothing, plenty of boots. A lot of people don't think about boots and footwear, sneakers and stuff like that. Really important as well. Just try to do the best that you can. Be ammunition, weapons to be able to protect what you have. Those are another important thing, okay? So be as ready as you can. So anyway, guys, I am going to jump off here real quick. I want to thank my moderators who continue to do a great job. They keep the chat clean, and I appreciate that. They're awesome. So thank you guys for, being here show after show and being supportive and doing all that. I really do appreciate it. Remember, guys, we are all in this together because we truly are, okay? We are one race called the human race. We need to think about that and not all this other stupid stuff that continues to go on, all right? One race, human race, okay? Hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every single day how we feel. Also remember, guys, STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only person that can stop you from reaching those goals is you. Nobody else can stop you. Stay positive, stay away from that negativity, and you're going to be just fine. All right? I hope everybody has a great night. I will see you all tomorrow. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.